I get asked a lot by runners as to what are the best stretches to do, because either they know they need to do some and either they don't do any at all, or they do the basic these kind of stretches, and they need to know that they want to know that they're doing the right things. Now, in this video, we're going to look at the best exercises, best stretches to do before a run, and the next video we're going to look at best stretches to do after a run. Now, when we look at stretching, we have to look at why we do it in the first place, okay? So for me, stretching becomes an integral part of a warm-up before any run. Now, it's a warm-up principle is to get the heart beating a wee bit quicker and get the muscles loosened up. And you'll see a lot of people, you might be doing this yourself, you start the watch and then get into your run, start off a slower pace and build up and warm up that way. Now for me, warm up is more about preparing your body for what you're about to do, but it can also be, if you're doing the right exercises, these would potentially have a positive influence on your performance and potentially help you run quicker when you run, help you run smoother and help you run quicker. Sound good, huh? Okay, so I tend not to recommend these kind of stretches because one, it won't make any difference, and two, potentially you're going to have quite a negative effect on the muscles, because if you're taking it to the point of this deepest stretch, it's actually maybe not a great place to be. Okay, so it's not going to help and potentially put the muscle under too much stress before you run. Okay, so a better way of doing it, the way I look at it, is trying to get the joints moving better. We look at the joints that we're about to use, and that's the ankle joint, the hip joint, and the upper back. Okay, so we want to get these moving better. It's going to enable the run to feel a little bit smoother. Now the exercises in particular, I split them into two. Some are just stuff we do on the spot, then they become more dynamic. Okay, so we're going to look at the first lot, then we go outside and do the second lot. Okay, so the first lot I do is trying to get through all the joints moving through all the movement patterns. So it's just light stretches, taking a step forward, now pulling the tailbone through here, because the hip flexors tend to be the tightest. Okay, so a lot of people think their hamstrings are tight, but I'll go for these because this is going to take some of the pressure off the hamstrings, because we want to get the legs are going to be moving forward, so the hip flexors are going to be working hard here and taking some of the pressure off the quads. Okay, so into these, get into some rotations, because our hips rotate while we run, and so does the back, or it should do anyway. So just gentle movements, reaching out, don't want to do anything too heavy. Then on the spot, lifting the knees up, okay, swinging back and forward, trying to drive the knee, bring the knee further forwards, pulling the tailbone through, and the same on the other side. So as we do this, we get the arms moving as well, because ultimately we want the arms to move while we run. Okay, so now we go outside for the rest. So the stretches we do out here are a little bit more dynamic and exaggerating the movements that we're going to do when we run. Okay, let's have a look. So the idea behind all these exercises is to get all the joints moving, so get the back moving more, getting the hips moving better, and getting the foot strikes lighter with the high knees, okay, and short steps, okay. So the idea is to be able to give you more of a spring by landing softly than springing off. Okay, so they're all designed, taken slowly then built up to more dynamic stuff to kind of overcome a lot of the stiffness from just daily habits, so kind of sitting down all day. Okay, so you don't want to jump in too deep with big exercises, break the body in gently because they're a lot stiff, so you're trying to get a little bit more movement, and this will give you a lot more freedom movement as you run. So when you're doing these, I would say put it into part of a 5 to 10 minute routine. Okay, so start with the exercises before you go out. Even if it's just a few minutes running up and down the street, just start to introduce these high knees, go into a slower run, then ease into your regular pace. Okay, give that a go, let me know how you get on, and we'll see you in the next video.